Okay, continuing on here. Um, in stress testing this, I made a spawner that instantiates tons and tons of NavMesh agents, all of them with waypoint destinations. The spawner has the ability to set the agent's speeds as well as their priority within specified ranges. And with these crowds that we're going to generate, you can clearly see the effect of priority as those with lower numbers uh, take precedence over the ones with higher numbers. And this is demonstrated over here. Uh, I have uh, a crowd, and there's a blue crowd and a red crowd, and they each follow this waypoint circuit. They have opposite circuits. One goes green to yellow and the other goes yellow to green. And they've got little hats that indicate the color of the post that they're headed to, the color of the waypoint that they're headed to. And so right off the bat, you can see that there is some lag here. I've got several hundred of these characters going. All this little score thing here is how many of them have reached one of their post destinations. So here in this case, I've given the red ones the lower number priority so that they take precedence over the blue ones. And you'll see they just kind of charge through the blue ones, and the blue ones have to get out of the way. They actually get pushed around by the red ones who, in a sense, have the right of way. And you can see the difference between that previous one that we ran and this one, that the red ones are definitely getting more points as they reach their goals more quickly. We can put obstacles in here so that they have a dynamically changing NavMesh as these gates open and close. They're, of course, interfering with each other as they get through. I think the reds are, again, the low number in the priority, so they kind of have the right of way. But these things adapt to the changing world as the gates open and close, and they have different pathways to get to their to where they want to go. Here's 4 waypoints, and I believe they're going to follow. They're going to go in opposite directions around this pathway. The reds again seem to have the right of way. There are a lot more of them now in this simulation. My frame rate's definitely suffering. This does cost something, all of this path calculation. And here, of course, if I use that random setting on the waypoints, where they pick a waypoint at random, and now we have kind of chaos going on here as everyone's going every which way around the scene. Now, the other thing I did with this was set up a battle system. Each agent has a gun that it's shooting out forward, and it has some presumably range that it can shoot. The gun does not make visible bullets, so we're not going to see these. And some probability of shooting a member from the other team. With these warriors, there are settings for whether they follow the waypoints or whether they target members of the other team. That would be target mode. whether they choose a target randomly or sequentially, that is how they traverse the waypoint circuit, and whether when they set a target, it's the place where the enemy was when it was set, or whether they maintain a dynamically moving target location that continuously follows it. I'll let you look at the warrior agent script for details of this, but here now we have a battle between the blue and the reds. In this case, I believe they're traveling to they're traveling waypoint circuits, and so the armies are just passing through each other. As you see particle effects poofing there, that's when a character disappears. Here we're keeping track of the score, how many reds are alive, how many blues are alive, and of course, the number of characters is diminishing as we let this thing play. And I think ultimately one team either wins or the other. We can have battles with obstacles where they're going to fight through this maze of obstacles. I found I had to wait a while to let them figure out paths before they got started. So there is a significant pause before they get going. And so we have this battle now going on uh, in this obstacle region. Here's four waypoints with them counter rotating. So one's going one way around the waypoint, the other's going the other way. And here's one where they're rotating. And so now the armies are kind of chasing each other around no, that's not what I wanted. That was a priority system. Here they rotate. So now they're going to kind of be chasing each other around the waypoint circuit. And they all have, you remember I said that you could set speeds. So some of them are faster than others. And the fast ones, of course, catch up with the slow ones and start to eat off the end of the army. But if they go too fast, they get embedded in the tailing army, and so they get picked off. And so there's very interesting behavior here as these things circle around. The final one is the hunters. The blue ones are hunters in that they target a specific opponent, a specific one in the red ones. The red ones are circulating on a waypoint, and the blue ones are hunting. I believe they also have a higher priority of actually shooting somebody when it's in front of them. The gizmos here let you see who is targeting whom here. The blues are targeting red ones kind of randomly, and eventually one team or another wins in this case as well. So that's the kind of stuff you can do with waypoints. There's one other thing I will show you quickly in the next, hopefully very brief lecture. So I'll stop sharing here and I'll end recording with crowds, and I'll see you in class. Bye.